So if you are watching this video, you are interested in dark type of content, whether it be movies, series, anime or any other type of content, or you are just another subscriber of mine, in which case thank you. So here I am with a top 10 list of dark anime that you can start watching. At 10th place is Death Note, where our protagonist Light Yagami gets a book, the Death Note, where if you write the name of any person, he dies. So he uses this death note to kill every criminal in that world. He watches reported criminal in newspapers and write their name in the death note, ultimately killing those criminals. But then he turns into a senseless murderer, killing every other human that tries to stop him. At ninth place is Full Metal Alchemist. No, I am not talking about the Brotherhood. It has lightened up the darkness of the anime. So the Full Metal Alchemist anime shows two brothers, Edward and Alphonse. Their mother dies and they try to bring her back through black magic. I know the anime said it to be alchemy, but we all know that it is straight up black magic. So while trying to bring her back, they both end up losing Edward's one hand and one leg, and Alphonse loses his whole body and gets his soul transmitted into a metal robot. So this anime shows us their journey to restore their prime self again, and the dark stories connected to the black magic or alchemy shows in the anime. I prefer you watch this anime. You should watch the Full Metal Alchemist instead of the Brotherhood if you would prefer dark content. But you are not into dark content, then you can obviously go to Brotherhood as it has better animation quality. Next up in our list is Goblin Slayer. So the world of Goblin Slayer represents a timeline where goblins are common and they hunt down and kill human. They devour upon human beings. So our main character, also known as the Goblin Slayer, has his personal beefs against this goblin. So he hunts down and kill all of them. Next up on our list at the 7th place is Promised Neverland. So the anime starts as a cute childish anime where we see a lot of children living in an orphanage. They regularly get examined. Many children are seen adopted from this orphanage. Although every children says that after leaving the orphanage they are going to write letters to other children living in the orphanage, no letters ever came to the orphanage to other kids, because the children that left the orphanage was not adopted by any family, was either killed and eaten by monsters. Yes, this anime shows human eating monsters that eats intelligent and brilliant children from the orphanage. So our main characters finds out the secret and tries to run away with their friends from the orphanage. At 6th place is Monster. So the main character of Monster is a famous doctor. One day the medical he works at, two patients arrive, both of whom are close to death and needs medical attention as soon as possible. One of which is a politician and another is a homeless boy. So our main character, being kind-hearted, chooses to save the kid over the politician, doing which he loses his job and social life. Later we find out that the boy our main character has saved turns into a cold-blooded serial killer when he grows up. So this anime shows us the journey of our main character trying to stop the little boy he saved that turned into a serial killer. So next up in our list in the 5th place is Made in Abyss. So suddenly a hole appears in the world which is known by the people as Abyss. Although it is dangerous for people to enter Abyss, as the resources in Abyss are most valuable to sell in the market, many people visits the abyss and sells the resources found there. Although going inside the abyss is easy, but when you try to come back, as the hole is facing downwards, when you try to come up, it makes people feel problems like nausea, vomiting or bleeding from every other part of your body. So our main character, a child, gets a letter from her mother that her mother is in the abyss. So the main character and her group of friends goes to the abyss to find out her mother, and the story of this anime shows their journey facing troubles in the abyss. At the 4th place is anime Hellsing Ultimate. So Hellsing Ultimate anime shows a timeline where vampires are common. So our main character Alucard is a part of an organization that hunts down vampires, and a huge plot twist reveals that our main character Alucard is also a vampire. So this anime depicts how a vampire kills other vampires and what he does when he gets out of his control. So next up is Man Crybaby. Man Crybaby is an anime that represents how devils take over human body to continue their race. This anime shows that God created devils and exiled them from the heavens, so they came down to earth and they adapted to human bodies and started taking over them. But when a demon tries to take over our main character, he adapts to the demon and gets the power of the demon, and he hunts down other demons that are trying to take over humans. So next up in our list is Grave of the Fireflies. This anime depicts a time of the World War II. So the whole family of our main character dies, leaving behind his little sisters, and this anime shows us the journey of how they survived this war. This anime has some scenes so sad that you are going to cry out. And fun fact, this anime is inspired from a real story during the World War II in Japan. At the first place is Berserk, the darkest anime to exist in the anime industry. If you think that there is any other anime darker than this anime, then you should start reading the manga of Berserk. So our anime Berserk starts as an action adventure anime where our main character Guts and Griffith, they start a group of their known as the Band of the Hawks, who works as paid mercenary in the wars. But later the character Griffith betrays him and summons demon, and the most popular darkest anime scene to ever exist, the eclipse moment, happens. I can't explain you how dark this anime is, you should watch it for yourself. And if you have enjoyed my video this far, then don't forget to leave a like and comment in this video. And yeah, before you go, subscribe to my channel so that you can watch more of my videos.